All right, happy Friday. We are back. Green Day just launched a surprise new single. So this one is One Eyed Bastard. And so I'm going to watch that, see what we think, see how it ranks between the other three singles that have been released on Saviors. And I'll even watch a little bit of the Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve. I heard Holiday and American Idiot, but I haven't heard the other songs like Dilemma Live. So we'll check some of those out too if we have a chance. All right, without further ado, here's One Eyed Bastard. It sounds like that song, na 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 na, I'm gonna start a fight. Is that Pink?
I'm making an offer that you cannot deny. You won't beg and coward. Vendetta is a friend of mine.
So far, it's really good. We don't have a music video, so I don't really have any instruments or anything to analyze. I'm trying to think what record this would be on already. I'll save that for a little later. So far, it's a really good song. It's really, really fun. Got a lot of good Green Day energy.
Revenge is sweeter than wine. Bada bang, bada bang, bada boom.
All right, so this reminds me of Holiday. I really like the characters they're drawing. It also reminds me so far of Chump off of Dookie. I don't really know why, but it does. If the Mickey Mouse in there. I wonder if that's because the copyright for Mickey Mouse is expiring, or if that doesn't even really matter.
Revenge is sweeter than wine.
Vendetta is a friend of mine. Revenge sweeter than wine. That sounds like a pretty Green Day lyric. Oh, this almost kind of sounds like an Irish rock song. Almost kind of like Shipping Up to Boston chorus. That rhythmic breakdown kind of reminded me of like Church on Sunday a little bit.
You won't be laughing when I'm making you cry.
Okay, there was a lot of elements of a lot of things in there. It also, maybe it's just because of the convertible, but it kind of reminded me of Holiday too, in a way. Just very overdriven in your face. Got a lot of rhythmic elements to it in the bridge. Right, if I had to pick which album that would go on, still kind of processing and registering. It was definitely more distorted than Warning, but I see fades of it there. It was a little more put together than something you might find on Nimrod. I feel like Nimrod was more smooth. Even if it was upbeat, I feel like the beats were smoother. I don't feel like Nimrod was as rhythmic. I want to say 21st Century Breakdown. A little bit of American Idiot in there. But I don't think that you'd find that song on American Idiot. Maybe also, you're going to hate me for this, it might also be on Father of All. Just because it's got that fast, that rhythm. Lyrically, it's not like the deepest, and I think that's okay. We know Billy for having a wide range of sounds and whatnot, so I think that's my main thoughts on it. If I had to rank, I still think Dilemma's number one. I'm going to put Look Ma No Brains still as number two. I really like the insomniac energy on that one. I like The American Dream Is Killing Me for its political element. I'm going to put this song as number 4 out of the 4. It doesn't mean I don't like it. I really do. I just think that I would probably choose Dilemma first. I like the guitar solo. I like the drop D. I really like the rhythmic breakdown on this one. I thought that was a really nice, fun change up. Speaking of the other tracks like Dilemma, let's go check out Dilemma live. I've yet to hear this.
This is my dilemma.
So I heard American Idiot, and they sound so good. So I'm excited to hear what they sound like in this song. I think that's the same guitar that he played in the video. I'm in trouble and I'm in love again. I thought they said and I'm in luck again. All right, they sound really good, and the crowd, you can tell the crowd's enjoying it. So I'm happy to see that. There's nothing worse than your favorite band and the crowd is like couldn't care less, or they're just hanging around. I do wonder like who these people are though. Like, did they buy tickets to this? Is it just like an all-night concert with like many different artists? Because I see a lot of people like mouthing the lyrics, which is really awesome. So I wonder if these are Green Day fans specifically that bought tickets for this, or if they're somehow picked, or if they're just almost like seat fillers. I don't know.
Strange days are here again.
There's Trey. See, like, they just showed like 4 or 5 different people that all knew the lyrics. Maybe they're just picking the people out that are singing along, but I still think that's really impressive. This song came out late November, early December. This song is not that old. I don't remember seeing Mike's bass. That's a pretty cool leopard print drum set from Trey. I love that air guitar. That was awesome. People are getting down to it. Signature stick flip. I didn't see them land. I feel like I never see them land. Maybe they're still up there.
Happy New Year, everybody!
So that gives me the impression that that was their last song that they did. I also pulled up. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but I just have to give a compliment that they sound identical to the record on American Idiot. It's wild. I know that this isn't exactly a deep cut or anything. They've done this song a lot live. But wow, they sound really good. Listen to this. I love the red Fender. Maybe it's because I listen to like Bullet in the Bible a lot too, but with the exception of the crowd noise, you could play this and I'd be like, wow, that might be the record. It sounds really mixed well and everything.
Don't want a nation under the new media.
Gotta love it. You got Mike playing his classic, I believe that's a P bass, the red. You got Billy with his classic Les Paul Jr. and the TV yellow. Got the one single P90. And that's one of the guitars I really want next to go on this wall is Jason's gold top with the P90s. I think that's a beautiful guitar and I think it sounds amazing. So that made headlines like instantly. I got, somebody told me like the next day, and I just instantly saw on my phone like, Billy Joe Armstrong of Green Day changes lyric and MAGA Republicans are really upset about it. And you can hear that the crowd really enjoyed that lyric change. So I thought that was pretty funny. Now, for the longest time, he did say Trump America in, I believe, the first verse, and that made headlines too. It's Green Day and politics. I think I mentioned one other video. It's like you can't not expect those things. And let's watch Basket Case and Welcome to Paradise.
Do you have the time
In blue.
to listen to me whine down about it?
Or are they trying to start a little mosh? That's something. I always wonder if it's actually blue or if I think he had some replicas made. I always wonder if it's still actually blue.
Sometimes I give myself a crease. Sometimes I mind play street
It sure looks like it.
on me.
You know what's awesome though is this is clearly well mixed. People were giving the Amazon show some flack because at first it was like really poorly mixed, and I think Green Day re-released it and it was like way better. But this sounds so good. Like they must have had a lot of time to sound check. They must have hired a really good sound guy. It just sounds so good. So awesome performances. Let's skip ahead to Welcome to Paradise.
'Cause now it seems that I am not here on my own, and I'm feeling so alone. Welcome to Paradise.
That's amazing. You get to be that close to Green Day and you have all that space. That's wild. Let's actually really quickly go back to Holiday. I just want to show you how good Holiday sounds. I love on Bullet in the Bible, he's like, this song is not anti-American, it's anti-war. I love that introduction to this song. That guy's getting into it.
This song's called Holiday. Get your hands up. Every time I'm falling rain, coming down like an Armageddon flame.
The only other thing I want to see is this guitar in standard or half step down? Because Dilemma's going to have to be drop D. This might be standard. The Dookie songs are in half step. I just want to see that. Okay, I think this is in standard because based on Mike playing that as, that'd be if you're playing in standard tuning, that'd be an A flat, D flat, an F sharp. And if you're playing this song in Half Step Down, you'd be on 5-5-3. It looks like they're switching basses because they're going between drop D, standard, and half step down, which is pretty common. Dookie was almost all half step down. American Idiot was a lot more standard tuning. And Dilemma, of course, is a little bit of a rare bird with drop D. So that would explain why they switched instruments so much. Now, one final thing that actually, for the first time ever, I thought about last night was when they did the bridge. Man, it sounds just like the record.
The representative of California now has the floor.
So it was that. I was wondering if he was going to change it to Representative of New York now as the floor. But the other thing I thought about was Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California for a lot of the Bush tenure. And this album was largely about Bush. And for the first time, I was like, is he making a commentary on Arnold Schwarzenegger as a governor of California? And when I looked up on Genius, it more just said it's almost casting him, Billy, as the governor of California, and he often changes it depending on where he's going. So I guess that makes more sense. But that thought never even occurred to me until last night when I heard this version. So those are my thoughts on all of that. I am so excited to see in 2 weeks what the album of Saviors sounds like. Thanks so much for watching again. Subscribe if you are having fun. I'm having fun making these. Really appreciate it. Have a good Friday and weekend, or whatever day it is when you end up watching this. Let me know your thoughts. Did you like this? Did you end up watching them on New Year's Eve? Do you think they sound as good as ever? Let me know.